The compositing workflow is probably one of the most important key advantages when using Cineware in a project inside After Effects CC. When the C4D file is placed in a composition in After Effects, the Cineware plugin is automatically applied to it, giving me some options that will make my compositing job much easier than ever before. Let's take a closer look. There are two very important sections in the parameters for compositing. One provides the ability to use the layers created in Cinema 4D, and the other one is for the selection of multi-passes. If you are not familiar with multi-pass rendering, think of it like a separation of individual components of an image that together create the final rendered image. So, in the Cineware plugin, enable the Cinema 4D multi-pass button and click on Set Multi-Pass. The window that pops up displays a drop-down list of the available multi-passes. I'll go ahead and choose the specular pass for this layer. And I need to duplicate this layer and enable the reflection pass for this one, and duplicate it one more time and enable the shadow pass, and another one for the diffuse pass. As you can see, I have created duplicates of the C4D layer as many times as I needed to have render passes in my composition. And I made sure to rename the layers to remember what they are. It is that simple. With all of these layers in the composition, I can create the final composite by combining them all with the transfer modes and add effects to them to get the final look that I am looking for. If I want to modify specific 3D elements in the image, I have already set up the object buffers in Cinema 4D by using the compositing tag, and I am going to use them to enhance the individual parts of the animation. Using the object buffers as color correction mats allows me to make changes requested by the client very easily and right in the After Effects composition. The multi-pass functionality was just a matter of duplicating the Cineware layers in the composition and select a multi-pass for each. I also used transfer modes in the composition to obtain the final composite. That wasn't too hard. Now let's talk about the Cinema 4D layers. The Cinema 4D layers option, on the other hand, is a technique used in the preparation of the 3D file to create alternate versions of the same animation. This is also called versioning. The versioning technique is the process where I go into the Cinema 4D application and create duplicate elements of the object that I want to have control in After Effects using Cineware, like the group of the animated 3D text, to create an alternate title. After the duplication, change the text with a new message on the duplicate, change its color and other properties if you like. Finally, create unique layers for each version of the 3D text group and allocate them to the corresponding name. Save the file and jump back to After Effects CC. Back in After Effects, using the Cinema layer, enable the Cinema 4D Layers button and then click on the Set Layers button. A dialog box pops up and you can see the layers you created in Cinema 4D. Enable the text layer that you want to use and disable the other one. Click OK to accept the change. If you have been using the multi-pass, you probably have several layers in your composition. And to save your time, click on the Apply to All button to make sure all of the layers in the composition will be using the new text layer we just selected. You should see your new version of the text rendered in the After Effects canvas and ready for final delivery. As you can see, the compositing workflow using Cineware is quite remarkable. By using the multi-passes to control the colors, shadows, and reflections, and by using the versioning technique, I have accomplished a couple of animations without having to render a single frame throughout the whole process. Now I can go ahead and add both of these compositions to the render queue in After Effects. Press the Render button and deliver to the client.